Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see.
And the ball squirted out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. With the catch, it's Brown. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
And it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida. And when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Back to pass, it's Daly. Coming after him. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. They keep attacking through the air. Got his man downfield. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. That is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick.
Of 11.
And on second down for this offense. On the ground, it's Haynes. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Back to pass, it's Mack. Floats it out in space. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. Third and short, I still got fourth down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run. Then I could take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
The Noles are moving quickly down the field. Gets it out fast. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. At the 20, he's got space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Noles! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gassed it there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out into space with the ball in his hands, and when he's there, he can make people miss, and if he gets into the second level of your defense, that dude is gone.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
A 1st down for the offense. The give to the tailback. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Mack. It's complete. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
He'll pitch it. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. No Good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Daly. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Going up top on first down. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Well, jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Safe completion on the screen. It's a fumble on the play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It is perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the...
Is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right...
Afterburners coming. At the 30. The 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. This offense has a 2nd down play. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's past the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
A designed run for the quarterback. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And the Noles have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
17, Alabama, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to run for it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away.
Number 16, on to kick it away.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And David, how they would love to stick it in. He lost one down the sideline. And it's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Florida State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down coming up. The give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Mack. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he missed it. No good. Hoping that a field goal could give you a little bolt of energy, but instead you look up and the scoreboard still says you're down by 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, no! And the stomping has commenced.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Touch pass on the jet sweep. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make it.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here late in the fourth quarter.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Handoff from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields. And
he hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Grab behind the line. It's Haynes.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Young. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Line gets set. 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
To the air, it's Daly. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. We reached the 2-minute.
Brings up.
Offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Offense getting set for 1st down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Now on 2nd down. And as the quarterback takes a knee, that clock keeps dwindling away, now under a minute to play. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.